Welcome to Taking the Credit, episode 108. And great day to be outside. The weather's finally changing. We're enjoying ourselves. And we're going to have some cigars with you guys as we did 2 months ago for episode 100. So pardon me as I put my microphone down and Kirsten talks to you.
What?
Aww.
No, I can't. It's very awkward right now because my fingernails.
What about your fingernails?
I just put super glue on them because
Why?
they're growing out.
Wow.
So they're fake, right? And the bottom starts to come up, and then my hair gets caught in them, and it's very uncomfortable. So I put some super glue to try and, fill the gap, you know?
I do know.
Fill the gap. Ooh, it's getting windy. I wonder if these things will fall down at any point. Sal ran into that one.
Let's talk about these decorations.
I need to fix that end there, though, that Sal ran into, because it looks a little sad.
Kirsten's hooked it up with the decorations already.
Oh, yeah, can you see him in here kind of a little bit? Like some
Probably.
black netting. Yes, so we've got the hanging ghost boy that I got from Target last year. What does he say? What does he say? I'm spacing out now. Oh, your time has come. And then I also have lots and lots of lights. So there's purple, fairy lights that I strung through the netting, so it kind of makes it look all like you're in a little room, sort of. The netting is hung from either side under the awning here. And then I also put some little creepy witches up over on the trees behind us, and I figured I'll put the fireplace kind of like in the middle of the yard here, so for our Halloween party, it's like little witches around their little fireplace, and some other hanging little twinkle light things in the trees over here, and then of course the glow-in-the-dark skeleton, and our little dragon skeleton that Sal likes to chew on now.
It's reliable.
We've got a waving little skeleton from Walgreens over there.
I'm really impressed by that one over there, B.
He's just chilling on the wall. He's waving.
Mm-hmm.
That was cheap. That was like $10 from Walgreens. That was definitely a good purchase. But the day of the actual party, we've got a projector that Eli bought so we can play movies on the side of the garage. I've got our little fog machine. We can blow some fog out, when we're feeling spooky. We also have inside a pumpkin projector now, so it's just like a little tiny projector. It just puts little pumpkins on the wall that are moving around. And also we will use one of our little galaxy light things in there, so that way it's colorful. We've got some caution sign and tape and stuff like that we can put up, and some fake plastic hanging knives, bloody knives, and other tools that I'll hang up around there. Some orange streamer things to hang in front of the doorways. Last year it was black, this year it's orange. I've got a creepy tall dude standing outside. It's hanging from our awning in the front door area.
Scaring people.
And
often.
it is scaring people, when they leave at night, because it's just there. It's big. And then also a little graveyard thing with a little fake fence thing out front. Lights out there, solar powered, and some twinkle ones on the fence. Lots of fake cobwebs, which are kind of getting torn down today. They're pretty flimsy. They're not sticking. So the stuff that my mom gave me, the stuff over here, it will just catch an edge on a flat surface and it stays. And the stuff out there is you gotta tie it to things.
Is that the stuff that I bought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
I wonder what we can do.
I don't know, but I was just explaining all the fun decorations.
I know. Sorry.
That's okay. I was just going on and on because there's a lot and it's fun.
There is a lot. Did you talk about the witches?
Yeah,
Did I miss that?
Little
Sorry.
fireplace. That was one of the first things. That's okay.
It's fantastic. We're going to have a great party next weekend.
Is it next weekend? No, it's the following. Next weekend is the weekend 16th, so it's still 2 weeks out, pretty much, which is fine. It's good. It's good.
Next weekend is tattoo weekend.
Tattoo weekend.
Getting a tattoo, another one. And it's going to be of this cup design. How convenient that it's here.
How convenient.
So hopefully it turns out okay.
I think it will.
I'm crossing my fingoids.
And then
I would like to have it be nice.
Sal's getting a booster shot on the 15th on Friday. I think that's at 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. I can't remember exactly, but I'll call them. I forgot last time, and that's why I had to go back and do it again. That's
Tattoo is
okay.
at 10:30 that day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm working Friday,
Yeah.
but if you wanted to, I could like come hang out with you as long as I've got the Wi-Fi password. I can work from my phone as long as I don't have any calls or anything. But it's so close, like I could just drive over there and like,
Yeah,
hey, and
you
then
don't
leave, and
have
then
to. You know, it'll be fine. I'm planning on, well, I don't know. I guess maybe if it's close to done and I need some sort of verification that you're okay with me using the gift card.
oh yeah, please do.
I know, but if they need, I don't.
Oh yeah, I'll just come and be like, hey, it's me. I'm the wife that he
Yeah.
bought this for, and I'm the one that sent the message about fingy tattoos and then chickened out. It is me.
You could get fingy tattoos.
Nah, nah.
You talked
Ha.
about stomach tattoo.
Yeah, I think that would be the best place next, to be honest, because
Should get a chest tattoo.
I would just do like right across here. Boop 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 boop.
You should do right. Big ass chest tattoo. What would it be?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
All right.
But I feel like that's like my most self-conscious area on my body is like right here. My gut, like I'm like take it or leave it, whatever, but like just through the middle. It's meh. So if I
Well,
cover it up with a tattoo, I'd just be like great all the time.
well, think of a design. Use the gift card.
No, I don't. No,
Now,
I don't have any
where do
desire
you
for a
go
tattoo
now?
anytime. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's fair.
I don't know. I would figure it out. I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
I kind of want to keep doing them, but it depends on my car situation. If my car situation requires that I buy a new one and have to keep spending money on car payments all the time, I'd be less desire to buy anything else, really.
So Brian was drunk when I went up there this week, and he offered. I was like, "Here, I'll trade you the truck. You can have your truck back. You give me the new truck, and you pay me $500 a month." And he was just like, "Why would I do that?" He's like, "How about this? I'll trade you. You give me the blue truck, and then you can take over the white truck and make payments for it." And I was like, well, that's stupid, blah, blah, blah. And then my mom made a good point. She shouldn't have told Brian. She should have just told me that they had like $20,000 in equity put down on that truck,
Yeah.
pretty much. So he would lose $20,000 essentially from what they paid on the Jeep, that sort of thing, when they traded it in. And he was like, oh. And I was like, wait, yeah, let's do it. Let's shake right now. I'll make
Right.
$600 payments a month. I don't give a crap, like. I'll take the new truck. And then he's like, I gotta think about this.
Yeah, it seems like he's not making the best trade decisions, but
No, that truck, I mean, it's a really nice truck, but like he spends so much money on like booze and stuff. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. He
yeah.
will struggle with that. But when he does struggle, and if he struggles, I'll just give him the truck, and then I will take that truck and make payments. And then we can get a cheap little shit car that you can drive around.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the market's all crazy between used cars being bought up really fast and new cars just being super expensive in general. But I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to get something that I enjoy, or
I
at
didn't get a
least it
sporty
looks
car.
cool. I know. It's
Because we've
just
got a
the
truck.
it's just that the winters exist.
Yeah, but you can drive the truck in the winter since I don't have to go anywhere. You know this. You're like right there. Your sporty car stays in the driveway and you drive the truck.
Yeah, but what if we both have to be somewhere?
And we're probably going to move to northern Tennessee anyways. So it's not going to snow ever.
I think it does.
Sometimes. Sleet, it ices. And there's
And then
nothing
they
you
don't
can
know
do
how
with
to
that.
handle it,
Yeah.
clear it. All right. Well, I don't know. What I know you had mentioned
Sorry.
a Challenger. I bet that could be in the price range of something I could.
Probably.
But also, it's not really like a sports car.
It could be.
Hit that key a lot, of course.
Oh my god, stop.
I mean, I think they're making better cars, and they're still less expensive.
And debatable. Look at little
Oh,
Sal. She looks
yeah.
like a little bat over there.
Well, I don't know. I guess ultimately I have to wait and find out what's wrong or what the cost will be to fix my car and then go from there.
I say junk it, junk it, junk it,
I know,
junk
I
it.
just wish I knew what I wanted. Like, I want to test drive a Tesla, but I don't like the idea of having that debt.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, if it's a car you're going to have for a long time, it's, you can refinance or whatever people do.
I thought I would have this car for a long time.
I mean, you have, haven't you?
7 years.
That's a long time.
It's a long time, but for the tens of thousands of dollars a car can cost, it's kind of crazy.
Meh. But, like, I'm not making payments on a car. I could always help with payments. We can, like, switch on and off every other month, and then it feels a little less. Or we just go half and half. Think about that. Like, think about it. If you got a nice car and the payments are, like, $600 a month plus maybe $700, split that in half, and then it's, like, $350, $300, whatever, and that's not bad at all. Because we pretty much share vehicles, ultimately. Like, I don't drive your car very often, only because I haven't really had a need to, and I prefer driving the truck because it's just more fun. But if we shared a car, you know what I mean? Like, it would equally be mine as it is yours in
If
a
we
sense.
shared a
Like,
cool car,
yeah, exactly.
then you would want to drive it. That's why I feel like
Not necessarily.
we should lean luxury and go luxury pimping.
I like the idea of a Tesla, though. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of cool.
Well, I know that there's a ballpark of, or a large range of costs that they can be. I don't know, like, realistically what they would be. And then the charging portion of it, I imagine, would be a hurdle. But if I could figure those things
But you
out,
don't have to get charging ones, right? Like, they can also be non-charging.
they charge. They're all electric. The neighbors, I think, are installing a electric charging port for their Kia.
Let us use your...
They have that Kia SUV with the charging thing,
Ugh.
but I also don't know if it's like they make a Kia charging station and a
Oh, that would
Tesla
be
charging,
crazy. That would be so dumb.
like Apple, all proprietary stuff.
I can think of a charging station that's over by Chuck and Don's over there, kind of. It's like by the coffee place, sort of, over there.
Mm-hmm.
Amante, right? Is that Amante over there? Yeah. Yep.
Amante.
I'm going to need some more beer.
Would you like some more?
No, that doesn't smell good right now.
Burn. I have a friend coming over, so if we stop suddenly,
That's why.
that's why. Hey, hey, hey.
And also maybe...
She get Moby. Go for it, babe.
Maybe I'll grab my phone, too.
All right. Learned some cigar info recently. A friend of mine who's into it showed me the proper way to light a cigar and to leave some ash on the end. Just some things that you might not really just know inherently when you pick one up, but I've learned. So now I apply it and it makes sense and I like it. So take that. Karate chop kids in the hat. Blow. Blow, blow. Been watching a lot of good shows to the point where we have too many shows on TV to keep caught up with. We haven't finished Love on the Spectrum. We haven't finished Squid Game. We haven't caught up with Impeachment. I slept through a lot of The Bachelor in Paradise, and especially the season finale. See you later. But it's all good. I like that impeachment show because I really I guess it's the same. Kristen would be like, yeah, duh. But I think it's the same as the American Horror Story cast, but I don't watch that show. But these, the OJ one with Cuba Gooding, that was awesome. And this one with Billy Clintz and Monica Lewinsky. Fantastic. I mean, Kirsten will argue that it might be a little slow. I guess the last episode was higher intensity, but of course, I fell asleep. So I kind of want to rewatch it. I'm doomed for sleep. I sit on the couch, feel like I'm getting comfortable. I just sit down on the couch and then my eyes just go yoink. Bye. Off to sleep. Of course. And pretty soon here well, I said I got a friend coming over, but we're also going to meet Brian and Chelsea. Shout out episode 77. Shout out Brian and Chelsea, 77. Going to meet them at an apple orchard that we've gone to for the last couple of years. It's actually pretty small. Ain't got nothing on Michigan, but going to an apple orchard, probably going to bang out a cinnamon apple donut. That's going to be sweet. But I think I'm only going to have one. We've been doing really well with our diet outside of last night. Kirsten wanted Indian food, and I can't say no to that. So I got some tikka masala, which honestly tasted kind of sweet, which is odd. And there's probably sugar in there, but it tasted sweet. And it was from a food truck, but it was on Grubhub. Anyway, it was really good. And I don't regret it. And I had what was left of it today, shortly before we started this podcast, because I haven't eaten anything else today. And it's 2:30. And I woke up at around 5:45 this morning, so I was hungry. Anyway, we've been doing really well outside of that. So we're going to the orchard. The orchard's small. Don't care about leaving with apples. Definitely not going to get a pie. Probably not going to leave with jam. I got apple butter last year, but what do you do with apple butter? You put it on bread. And what? War on carbs. I'm not into it. So I'm not going to get the apple butter, so what do? I guess I just hang out for a little while and get a apple cinnamon donut. Maybe one. And then I'm looking like I fit in. I can have a delicious taste and not too much regret. And that's a fair deal. Kristen's on our way back. These cigars are good. This is Arturo Fuentes, recommended by my coworker, as I said earlier. He said you can always trust those to be good. And when you walk into the humidor, where I guess at the cigar shop in town here, when you walk into the humidor, these are the ones that are like right in the middle of the humidor. Dude, okay, that's your mama. These are right in the middle. I know, she's crazy. And I was like, oh, perfect. These are the ones he recommended, and they're right here. Perfect. And they've been good. They've been good.
It's me. Do you want me to split that one?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do this later tonight too.
We could do a second part of this episode.
We could, like later in the evening if we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I got a cool shirt on, everybody.
Here is her shirt. It looks cool, of course. It has a weird head with bat
Shrek.
wings in a house.
My mom said it was Shrek.
It's Shrek.
What?
I'm hoping that homie didn't just show up.
Meh. Ah. I was taking a smoke, and I blew it out my mouth, and it went like right into my eyes. It just like was like a waterfall.
A mess. Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
Well, do you want to pause this or something?
Like right now?
I don't know.
I just
Do you want to
didn't.
say anything?
Is there anything that I would like to say?
Yeah.
I pooped.
Yeah. My wife pooped. Think about that. Let's see her sneeze. Show those feet. Whoa, we're getting ratings. My wife pooped. Oops.
Is it the Christian thumpers out there again?
Bybie thumps. Could be. They're protesting the devil.
Jesus?
Yeah, they're protesting Jesus
Wow, that'd be fun.
in
But
the
I feel like-
streets.
Was it Trump and whatever supporters that one time when they were like on the other side, each other side of the road? Like one and the other, Democrat, Republican?
Oh,
Was that what it
yeah.
is? Or was it like
Yes.
for COVID, against COVID, that sort of
It
thing?
was Trump and not Trump. Yeah.
When they were yelling at each other, and it was like that was intense.
People like to make noise.
Yeah, you can pause it whenever you want if you want.
Some noise.
Let's get loud.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard from the homie, and I told him to give me a call when he's leaving, so at least I would have some idea, and that would give me an idea of just turning stuff off. But maybe you're right.
He seems kind of forgetful.
That's true.
Not like in a rude way,
love 'em.
sorry.
Yeah,
right. Sorry.
But
That was like the
love 'em.
checking the time thing and like making sure like it is now
Yeah.
5:55. It is now 6:00.
And I guess where I'm wondering too, like it's pretty hard to get out of there when you want to get out of there. So, like, is he actually gonna be able to be leaving around now? Do I stop?
If he's leaving at like 2:30, that would mean he got there at like what 4:30 or something crazy.
6:30.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but possible, and especially if you want to get the day over with, I respect
Yeah,
it.
that's fair.
I respect it. Hopefully there wasn't too much crazy stuff going on to where he was able to do whatever. But yep. Oh, anyway, work talk.
Work.
Work. Got to play some games with Jebby last night. Shout out to
Nice.
Just Us and sometimes other people.
Juice
Love
up.
that.
JEWSOP.
SOP. SOP. Jude's so intently focused over there.
She knows something's happening. I'm assuming that you're feeling a little nervous about her bark. Yeah, there you go. I'm fine. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it at all.
Well, you're right. My wife knows me, everybody.
That's nice that Brian's gonna watch her for the Halloween party. That's really nice. I think that'll make it a little less. Because I remember last year feeling so stressed out, and even people like coming back in and grab a couple things and leaving, and her just like
Yeah.
out in the yard like. We just saw you, Jude. But she would have more fun up there, anyways.
Yeah.
And if we keep Sal, I mean, like, Sal does a good job up there, but she terrorizes that little puppy. Maybe she would just need a day or two with it to, like, find, like, just kind of adjust. And I don't mean terrorize. Like, she does just fine with the puppy, but, like, she just wants to play. And
Yeah.
Puppy's like, leave me alone, I'm a puppy.
I'm a puppy still.
I'm a
The
puppy.
puppy gets her little grimy teeth out. You're like, toughen up, puppy, and the puppy's like, I'm Bobby Dobie. She doesn't like the noise. Puppy duppy dobie bobby.
Was it yesterday I was doing that at Sal, and she
Yeah.
was like, I like her air. Like, Jude never did that. I think that's, like, specific to Sal, maybe in her personality, but she'll, like, I when she was a puppy, I'd go, like, "Arr, arr," and, like, she would just, like, she doesn't, like, actually, like, bark or, like, really chomp. She's just, like, he's cute.
Silly Billy Womp.
He's cute.
She's just cute. Over there sleeping with a paws on a face.
Paws in the face. Paws in the face. Yes, you're
Pow,
cute.
ba,
Cute's
pow.
cute too. Hi, John. Hi, Johnny. You cute.
You're so cute. We're doing pre-workout now. I'm doing pre-workout now.
I haven't tried that stuff yet, but I'm really scared it's gonna make me anxious. Like I feel like anything that gets me kind of going, like if I'm nervous for something, or I don't know, my heart kind of like boom boom, and that would just like I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed it doing anything, and I tried pre-workout, like, when I first started working out, I would do it, and didn't really notice anything then, so then I was like, I'm not missing out. So then I didn't use it for a long time, but I figured I'd give it a go, and I feel like maybe it's a placebo effect, but I also feel like it just helps if I'm listening to music instead of like podcasts and stuff. But it's hard because
I go up and
I'd
down
rather
with
listen
that.
to podcasts.
Yeah, there was I think when I was lifting the last time around, like with the cardio and lifting, like in the lifting regimen. That didn't last very long, but I was listening to my music and I feel like it helped a ton. I was like running really fast too. But then you just get kind of bored of it. It's like cuz I listen to like the same playlist,
Well,
but that's the only kind of music that really gets me pumped up when I'm working out, and so it's kind of like all right, I listened to this yesterday. All right, I listened to this yesterday and the day before and the day before and so on. And like
But
I
if
don't
you
know.
had a huge or endless playlist,
Yeah, but I don't yeah, that's fair.
like if it just so happened to be more music that you liked on there.
Perhaps.
But I had that trouble too, um, where
I'll just put a bunch of Billy Joel.
nice. I feel like there were like certain songs even that would make me more fired up than others, and this was a
Yeah.
while ago.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing, though.
yeah,
That's the thing, is like, I can only really get going to specific songs. And I would like listen to it really loud too. I'd put it on like little speaker thing and like, screw you, neighbors. I hate you. Listen to my loud, dumb music. What is.
Wanna die, bury me inside the booty club.
No, it's on that. It's like Bloodbath.
They ask me
There's-
why I do it
What's the song
for.
called? I don't remember, but it's pretty much like, I watch you cry, I hear you die, blah, 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 blah.
Nice.
And it's like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I like that. I like those songs a lot. It's actually kind of, I almost feel like it's like they're like trying to be silly with their words because it's just like so gross and weird, but
It's like Weird Al.
not. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
But
Kids bop doop bop dap. Kids bop. A
throw the
Weird Al.
kids in a fire, watch them burn, bee. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh,
Oh, this one cut sideways.
Angelico.
I think it was last year.
They might be
sometime.
able to. Can you guys see her? You can see her over there.
Just
Lucky
little-
you guys, you can see her over there.
I was trying to chop off my finger a couple weeks ago.
Don't do that.
Oh, I mean, does that
She's
hurt?
got the cigar cutter. I'm going to do the execution.
This is a fairly new one. What was it? There was a movie with Tom Cruise, I want to say, and someone chops off a finger. It was one of the Mission Impossibles. I think it was like the second or third one, and it had that one actress that's, I don't know what she is actually. I think she plays the blue lady in the one movie, the Marvel.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
No, it was this one lady, and
Wait,
she
is
was
that
like
not
the,
her?
not the no, and there's that one in like the DC, but like the Marvel, the one with
Yeah,
Chris
Mystique.
Pratt. No, that was Jennifer Lawrence, wasn't it?
I think you're right. I think it is.
No,
Jennifer
it was
Lawrence.
it was an African American
Shout
lady
out to
maybe,
Jennifer
but I don't know if
Lawrence.
she's African American. Maybe she's Mexican.
Yes.
I can't think of her name. Is it Christina something?
She, I think I know who it is.
What's her name?
She the girlfriend in Drumline? I don't know.
I don't remember, but anyways, yeah. So I had her as like the love interest for Tom Cruise, and there's a bad guy, and he's got a cigar cutter, and there's like some dude that's supposed to do something, he didn't do it, so he like chops off his finger with the cigar cutter.
Bye, Fingo. Bye,
Yeah.
Fingo.
I watched a scary movie called At Odds or Odds or something the other day. I don't know. Anyways, pretty much this lady is in a room with a guy, and like apparently he's like on this little Bluetooth, and they're like placing bets for things like she'll do or won't do, whatever, that sort of thing, or how long it takes. And one of the last ones is cutting off her fingers, and she got through like 4 of them. And then she's like, I'm not doing this anymore or something. The guy's like, oh, that's okay because you did enough.
For what?
Money, you know. It's a bet.
And they said she did enough?
Yeah, she cut off enough fingers. 4 of them. So I was like, I'm so sick of this net hitting me. Get over it, Sal.
I don't understand. She cut off her fingers for money.
So the premise of the movie is it's her and this guy in a room alone. It's like a creepy dungeon-looking room.
Of course.
And apparently there are other contestants doing the same things. He's like the game master. And she has to do different things. Like the first one is pretty much hold your hand over a fire, open flame. And if you can hold it there longer than the other people in different rooms, this guy's like communicating with the other game masters, then you move on to the next round. So like there starts with like 5 people, and that round one person loses or like abandons it. The next one, put your foot in like a cage with a rat thing. It's gonna bite your foot. Like you have to hold it as long as you can. If anyone else drops out, you get to go to the next round, that sort of thing. So it's like, but then it turns out that she was the only one or something, and like the guy is just like fucking with her, but then there is actually someone he's talking to, and at the very end she kills the guy because she's had enough. She's just like, I can't do this.
Wow.
They're playing like Russian roulette and stuff, and she's done it like 20 times, still hasn't died. And then she kills the guy, and then the guy on the thing is like, you win, and that's it. Yeah, it was weird. But one of them's cutting off the fingies.
Wow.
They didn't show it though, which was stupid. It's a horror movie. Show us, cutting off your finger.
Sounds like a lot, though. Almost too much,
I also watched a horror movie with John C. Reilly. It was almost like a similar premise.
I think I remember that being on. I think I was in the room when that was on for some reason.
Yeah, but anyways, it was like, I'll give you this much money to do this, and it's like a guy that's like struggling with an old friend, and one of them was like cutting off one of the fingies, so very similar.
Squid Game. It's all Squid Game. Well, Squid Game is all of these.
Chop off your fingy.
Full money.
For money.
The
I think I
others-
would. If someone offered me $1 million to cut off a finger, I would do it.
Yeah, I'm guessing Brian would take that. Well, that might be. All right, y'all. I said the name. I'm going to take a break here. Hopefully, we'll be back.
I'll go on with the John real quick.
Catch y'all on the flips. All right. We are back. Do. Biddy-do. As promised. We didn't promise this, did we? Maybe
you
I
mentioned
did.
we would have to pause and come back potentially because you have a friend coming over.
Mm-hmm. So the saga continues. We were here earlier today, having cigars, podcasting as you were listening to moments ago or watching moments ago.
It's dark now.
It's dark
We're
now.
stuck in some weird time thing.
We did some stuff and then we came home.
And here we are.
And here we are.
A little bit drunker. At least me.
Just a little bit. Yeah, we were supposed to go to an orchard and that didn't work out. Closed.
It's so funny, like, thinking about how we were sitting out here earlier and podcasting, and how I'm literally, like, 2 drinks in, and I'm like, yeah, yep. Just, like, feeling it. But yes.
Billy.
Sal's digging a big old hole over there. She doesn't give a shit.
Nope. She's off to China.
But yes, the orchard was closed, so we ended up going to...
Rocky Mountain Pumpkin Patch.
Did you hear that? She went, wee. Big sigh. But yes, we went to the, what was it, Rocky Mountain Pumpkin Patch or something?
Mm-hmm. Rocky Mountain Pumpkin Patch. We rode the the dragon wagon.
Dragon wagon. Yeah.
It sucked.
I've got the biggest bruise on my shin. So, okay, so it's like a little tiny pumpkin patch thing on the side of the road. And it's not even a pumpkin patch because all the pumpkins are detached from the ground, so it's not like a patch,
Yeah,
they're
they just happen
picked.
to be there.
Yeah, but they have like little festy, like festival thing, sort of like there's a food truck which had funnel cakes or something. That's it.
$8 funnel cakes. They had like burgers and
Oh, it's
chili
like food.
dogs or something,
And
but
it
they were all,
was, yeah. So that,
yeah.
you could pet some animals. You
You
could
could.
ride a little train thing. You could go through a little maze. Everything cost tickets, though. And tickets were, what, like $1 a ticket or something?
Yeah. It was pretty funny, though. The process of buying tickets, you have to either have cash or credit. And there are two lines, one that says cash only, and the other one says credit. And we were there with Brian and Chelsea, and Brian had $8 cash. He had 2 ones on him, and his wife gave him $6. And so he had $8. And while we were in the line, he said, "Hey, do you have $1?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "How much is this?" And I was like,
4
eight.
tickets a person.
I was like, $8. And he was like, "Okay, so this will be for all of us?" And I was like, "No, that's just for you guys." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he gave me his $1 back, and he went back to his wife, and he was like, asked her for $1, but she didn't have another $1. So he came back, and he was like, "Hey, can I use that $1?" And I was like, "Sure." And then he handed the money to the cashier, and
She wants
I
the
was
best.
looking like suspect in his hand. And when he asked his wife for another $1, she was like, "Didn't I give you $6?" And he was like, "Yeah, I need another one." But I was looking at his hands, and it looked like he had $9. And he handed the money to the cashier, and I was like, "I think you handed her $9." And he goes, "Did I hand you $9?" And she was like, "Yeah." And so she handed him back $1, and he handed that $1 back to me, and he walked away, and they started cracking up, and they were like, "That was like a scene from a comedy movie." Like, it was just so funny. He was all over the place. It was. It was funny.
Yeah, I think
I
we had
was
to
like, I
be
saw
there
it
because you
coming.
guys came out. You're like, and I was like, you told the story, and I was like, okay. You had to be there.
Well, you had to be there. Other people will
Yeah,
find it
whatever.
funny.
Yeah, sure. No one else thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But anyways, the tickets were for the little roller coaster thing. It's like your typical roller coaster for small children that they have, where it's like an oval shaped, but you go up and down around the edge, up and down around the edge, and then
Maybe I'll put a video in.
yeah, the one that I took. That was sketchy too. I'm surprised I didn't drop my phone or anything like that. But when we showed up, there was some parents, I'm assuming, or grandparents, and a small child, and it was pretty much like I heard the guy saying like a weight limit. Like I heard him say 150 pounds, and I was like, he was talking about something. Maybe it was for the front of the ride or 2 people in one thing. I don't know, but I went up there and like as they stopped for 10 minutes or so to do maintenance.
Yeah, they hammered at it.
Sketchy. Yeah.
They just hammered at the roller coaster.
And then I was like, is there like a weight limit or something? And he's all like, oh, no, you're fine. And we went up there. The seats were small for children, not for adults. Not for adults. Not at all. We rode it
I chose the
anyways.
back one. So it was like a dragon shape, and the back seat was the tail, which curled in, and there was a pad on the tail where, like, if a little kid was sitting on it, that pad would be like a whiplash protecting pad. But for me, it was just like in the middle of my back, and I'm leaning forward. Oh my god.
It was the
Our
worst.
shins were getting ripped.
Yeah, so like we're tall, right? So our legs, like where the children's knees would be underneath, our shins were hitting.
The little safety bar that the kids would like hold on to.
Yeah.
Our shins were like grinding on those.
I took a
It's
video.
crazy.
So like that first hump, all right, that's fine. The second one was faster, and like you hit your leg real hard on that, and coming down is when your back was like. Ugh.
They sped it up
They
too.
did, yeah, they
It
did.
changed the speed at different corners during that ride. And again, right before that, we saw a guy hammering.
Chelsea said she
hammering
was
it.
leaning to the right to keep it from tilting, and I was leaning towards the
Yeah.
left to get it to tilt.
I was just focused on my shins. I was leaning any which way to try to keep them from killing me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my shins, we came back and I have a big bruise already. It's going to be even bigger tomorrow.
It's very sensitive.
But it was really funny. It was funny.
Cardio
It
only
was good
tomorrow,
times.
though.
Cheaps. Easy
Cheeps.
day tomorrow. If you don't want to walk dogs at all, we can do it together. Sleep
Oh,
in.
I'm gonna. And you know that.
Yeah, we could sleep in. It was a good day,
Ooh.
though. It was a good day.
It was a good day. And we got pumpies. We got special pumpkins
thinking about that.
cost more than any other.
I'm so
Pancake
sorry.
pumpkins.
So sorry. The nice thing about that, though, is like I definitely do want to carve some pumpkins, whether it's Halloween or with some friends. It's definitely like an event. Probably with my mom. You know, if we do that next week sometime, I told her we should do that. Getting the normal type pumpkins from the grocery store will be
Yeah.
fine. Like the ones we got are cool. They sit
Yeah.
on the doorstep. I got a white one, so we can do another eyeball if you want.
Yes, please.
But like just normal pumpkins would be like $1 from King Supers or whatever.
Yeah,
Probably like
for
$5
sure.
maybe. But
I'm into that. That's why I got the special ones.
yeah, that's what I'm
why I got
saying.
the
Is like it
pancake
made
boys,
sense.
Yeah.
Like instead of getting the big fat ones, so big fat plain ones, I guess. But yeah, that place it's fun for kids. I could see it being more eventful. It was so funny. So they have like the little horse thing, not mini horses, but like small horses that just walk in a circle. I feel bad for the horses. But when we were waiting on the maintenance for the roller coaster, we were kind of like, well, I guess we could always ride horses if, whatever. Looking over there, and there's like a really fat little girl, like a real fat little
I
girl.
know.
And I look at
Yeah.
Chelsea, I look at the fat little girl, I'm like, well, at least Chelsea could ride the horses. And
could.
she knew what I was talking about, like right away. She was like, cracking up, and
She
I was
was on
like,
board.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. There was a
She'd
young.
ride the horses like 4 times.
There was a young child really putting the stress test on that
That one
donkey's
pooped.
back.
That one
It
pooped.
did
She
poop.
literally pushed it out.
Yep. She extracted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I'm glad we didn't have to do that because that wouldn't have been any fun.
No, not at all. I wouldn't have done that. They probably wouldn't have let us, honestly. There's probably a limit for those.
Also, it was really windy today.
It was really
You guys
windy.
saw that earlier, probably.
Oh, yeah. Blowing everywhere.
It was good.
I
Well,
liked it, though. Honestly, it was kind of nice. It blew all over my, like, spider web stuff I put up. But that makes sense. The same thing happened last year. Last year, I did not put it around the doorway. I put it on the tree over on the left and attached it to the fence. So it was kind of like... And then the wind all pushed it against the fence. But it makes sense. I did that last year. It was, like, literally the next day, it blew it over. I put up, like, most of the spider webs around the door and stuff yesterday. Blew it all over. So it's like... God saying don't have Halloween.
no. He's just saying use better spider web. I bought like the cheapest stuff that was rated well, but might work well. Maybe it's an indoor thing.
Well, I'm thinking, here's the thing, is like I put up decorations. I was super excited. Like when we were like, we're going to do a Halloween party, I bought it all. I still have like 4 packs of these like black meshy stuff that I
Netting.
could put up. Yeah. But like I put it all up right away. And I didn't even think about the timeline. Like we still have 2 weeks to go. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like it's fun out here right now. Like it's
Yeah.
fun. So like with the spider webs, we could potentially get more and I could put it up that day. Like Lauren was like, hey, want help? Like I'll, like we can decorate and whatever. And I was like, should be all up by then. But at this point, like maybe.
Nice. Well, yeah. I mean, was she saying that like before the party or something? Come over and
Yeah.
help?
Like you need help setting stuff up, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Word. Yeah. Well,
Tacos.
I'm sure
Chicken
we'll have good-
tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Should we do that or should I do like pot pies or something? And I'm trying to think of something easy and cheap.
I
Tacos
like
are
the
pretty
tacos.
cheap. Yeah.
Everybody enjoyed the tacos. Great. Yeah. Great. Crock-pot tacos.
Yep. So easy.
So
Just throw
good.
the meat in the crock pot and like let it sit
Just
for a while.
Peels apart. So delicious. Everybody was complimenting those. We probably talked about it
Yep.
in a podcast around the time that
Last
we did.
year,
There was a
yeah.
Halloween party as a name of an episode we did last year wearing our skeleton onesies. And it was probably the episode after that
You
we
know
talked
what would
about
be
the
fun?
actual party.
You know what'd be fun is setting up the GoPro and maybe like going live on Facebook or something and doing like party and then like just like, people can watch and join our party. Like from a distance or something. I don't know.
I would say it would be fun, but I feel like there are people who are going to be here who aren't like comfortable
That's fair.
being
That's fair.
on
Nope,
camera.
that's fair. We could set
But
up
if-
like the podcast stuff even
Yeah.
and like do like come and sit and whatever, like
Just
a
have our corner.
confessional.
That would be cool, and then I could just crop it all together.
That'd be fun. You could even just set it up in the podcast room if someone wants to go sit in there. I could put, we've got like 2 or 3 of those like little globe light things and set that up. I'm so excited. I love Halloween. Thank you. We were sitting out here, what was that, like last weekend or a weekend before that? And we were talking about Halloween parties. That was last weekend, wasn't it? And we've
Yeah.
heard I did all this in like a week, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
well, Yeah, you crushed it. I mean, a lot of this happened all in like the same day or 2 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Total
I was
upgrade
excited.
though.
I was excited.
So we're gonna line the yard with lights.
Yeah, candle, like the little tea lights to make it all creepy.
Mm,
They're not very bright. They don't give off much light, but like
that's right.
still creepy.
Still creepy.
And then the
Creepy's the name of the game.
fireplace, we'll go over here. I mean, if it's this, it's only going to get colder. It's going to get colder. I looked it
Yeah.
up. Historically, the high is like 65 or something. The low is like 38. No, 34 or something. It's cold. But
Cold.
my plan, we need to get some firewood, and we're just going to have the fire pit going out here.
We
and
do need
just,
to get firewood. Yeah. Yeah.
we could probably get some from the firewood
Oh,
place.
Okay. The other fire pit is at the dump. That makes sense, though.
Well, we don't need 2.
Yeah. I mean, and I guess worst case, we do have a living room.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
That'll be decorated, too.
Yeah, I should probably start thinking about the like entertainment.
I've got that. No, trust me, I'm already on top of it. I've got
Really?
that. Oh yeah, for sure. Like you're gonna have your movie projecting out here. We can have creepy stuff going on inside, Netflix, scary movies or whatever. Fog machine, we can rotate between inside and outside. We've got collect the spiders. That's one raffle giveaway thing. Is like I'm gonna get a bunch of like those little spiders, hide them all over,
In the
and
house?
it's just everywhere. Probably not in the basement, but like, and not in the bedrooms, but like around or outside places like that people can find them.
Okay.
And then, like you mentioned, cornhole tournament.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep track. I'll get, like, this will be easy. 2 pieces of paper, whatever, Sharpie tied to it. Just like, win, loss, whatever. You can sign up for it. Like, oh, you're up next, whatever. Because if people are drinking or not, people will be able to do that.
I like that.
Yep.
We
And then
could
the winner.
like have a draw like a round robin thing.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
all right, make your way over there. It's your turn to get into a game, and then
Yeah.
they play, and then they come out, and it's like, oh, you moved on, or you didn't.
Costume contest. That's another one.
Nice.
So that's 3. So there are going to be like 5 prizes, whatever. I'm going to separate the 2, the smaller things that I got. The ones like the cool design on the. And then just put like a $10 gift card or something in there, make them all cute.
Dope.
So yeah, and that way. I mean, like, there's not going to be a lot of people here, and
Realistically, no.
yeah,
And there are people. I don't know.
I do it for the comments. Today, Chelsea was like, "You do good Halloween parties," so she must have she's like, I can't remember. You do good. She didn't say it like that, but like, I enjoy your Halloween parties or something. So
Well, you
It's
went
for the
all
people.
out. Yeah, you put in more effort.
But
It's,
those are 3 things I want to do. I need to come up with a couple more raffle ideas. Maybe one would be like, who stays the latest, you win a prize. Because I don't know, I feel like people will leave early, but that's fine.
That's funny. Get somebody staying way past their welcome. I've been looking for a place to crash, so this is perfect. My friend just cancels his lease before the move-in date. So moves in.
Maybe hide like one specific thing, like if you can catch this, or maybe put some sort of, like, maybe we come up with like a riddle, like a treasure hunt sort of thing. So kind of, it's like an escape room, but like, like a treasure hunt. So like we hide little clues throughout the house, and if people can figure out what it means, they get to the end, like, you win this raffle prize. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I don't know. We're gonna have to come up with something, a couple more. Bingo was brought up today,
Yes.
but that might be hard.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, And I really do enjoy games that involve everybody sitting around.
We could do like what is the telestrations? That one's really fun.
Oh yeah.
I like that one a lot.
It'd be like you advance to the next round. We could make it like a Squid Game 6.
Kill people.
Not kill people, but we could have like a couple of different games that determines who's the winner.
Yeah. I do have the Connect 4. We could do a Connect 4 tournament too.
We should do Etch-a-Sketch who can draw the best penis.
Wow. Would you be the judge?
You would.
Me? I don't even know what a penis looks like.
True. Okay.
I didn't mean, sorry, I was joking. I wasn't like a dig.
No, I don't care. We could do a hot dog eating competition.
Whoa. Ooh, hanging apples from a string. Like, do like a timed
First
competition.
person to
Sign up
eat
for
the-
that. First one to like catch it and like eat a bite or something, because that's tricky.
Yeah. We could do that.
Do you hear that? The horn
Yep.
honking? Yeah, someone's having a good time.
Somebody on the train. Ripping.
We could
Yeah,
just
we
do
could do
like a
that.
pick a number, 1 to something, put it in a bucket, and we'll figure it out at the end of the night what the number was. Have a number set and then look at it or something. That would result in a potential tiebreaker, though. Hi, Sal. What you doing? She's like having the time of her life, just digging around, playing with toys, digging holes, smelling
We could do
things.
like a homecoming king queen sort of vote thing too for the grand prize. Like, who do you guys think has the best costume?
Yeah, that's already
Put your votes
best
in.
costume. Yeah, that's the plan. Is to people will vote.
Oh
Sorry, I already got that.
Oh my god. Who can chief a cigar fastest?
Oh Jesus. Are you okay? You doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm dead?
No.
Is it because I'm sleepies?
I should get a Ouija board.
No.
Who can contact the dead the quickest?
My mom says no.
Mm.
She says no Ouija board and no Jinko jeans.
Really?
Yes.
No Jinko.
No Jinko jeans. Sorry.
That's fine. I remember Jordan used to have Halloween parties at his house in Denver, which was like a very old, like historical part of Denver, old brick-looking house. It had a creepy basement, and I would like joke because he had the Ouija board my grandma gave us, brought it over to his house, and it was kind of like I always was like, let's go hang out in the basement and play with the Ouija board, and no one would ever do it. I also
Well,
used to
yeah,
tell
that's a
people all
creepy
sorts of
invite.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, like it was literally in like a closet, like our closet here. The
Yep.
entrance was like in the floor. You lifted it up, went down like a little ladder, and it was like dirt and creepy, but there was like a room under there too. It was very weird. Did you ever go to that house?
Mm-hmm.
Galapagos.
I never like hung out there, but
I liked when he lived there. It was nice because if I ever hung out downtown or did anything, it was like I had a
place to
place to
crash.
go. Yeah. There was the night when
the friend, other roommate.
yeah. Ugh.
Well,
Whatever. But
okay.
there was a time not too long ago, like when he still lived there, I remember. Oh, no, this was when he was on Colfax. Never mind. But anyways, like if it was like snowing real bad and I was in Denver, I'd be like, oh, I could go stay with Jordan.
Yes. Reliable source
Yeah.
of brotherly brothership.
Yeah.
What's this whole thing about him wanting to get together? I know that was a thing like a couple of weeks ago, but it sounded like Brian made a joke about it the other day.
Like pay us to hang out with you or something.
Mhm.
So Jordan reached out recently and was like, let's all hang out or let's get together. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you could plan it. And he was all like, when are we doing this? I was like, well, you could figure it out. He was feeling remorseful because Kyle had some hoodie or something that he lost, apparently. I'm assuming he was drinking and he was just feeling, like, bad.
I see.
But he is, like, in a sense, like, the black sheep. Like, he doesn't hang out with us. Like, Kyle
Yeah,
and I,
that's
like,
true.
we're always hanging out with my mom, and he just does his own thing, but
That's true.
he probably just gets sad. You know what I mean? Like if he sees us doing stuff all the time, or hears from it, or hears about it from Kyle or myself or my mom, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for like on one side, yes, for sure, and I get that, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
And then the other side is like he also is very mobile.
Sorry, this keeps blowing your face. I'm not doing it
I
intentionally.
don't care. He
Yeah.
he travels all over.
Yeah.
And above
she's
that,
pooping.
road trips everywhere. So it's not like out of the realm of possibility
Right, he
or
could come
his
over
comfort zone
anytime.
to drive. Yeah. How far away is he like when we go to Comedy Works?
So like when we are downtown, you have the big stadium on the right, and then the exit there is Colfax.
Oh, that's right. I remember where we picked
It's
him
like
up
5
from.
minutes up the road.
Yeah, because he's closer to the football.
So close, like
Yeah.
right downtown, pretty much. Like you picture downtown, there's a highway around it almost.
Yep.
He's just on the other side of the highway.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Jordan, you're called
You
out.
could take a little scooter
Yeah.
downtown.
You could take a bird scooter and hang out with us. You're called out. Playa.
Called out.
Playa. Kawawawda. Out.
You were called out.
You've been called out. Puppy class was good. Did we talk about that? Yeah.
Puppy play group?
Maybe we didn't.
We might have mentioned that we went to that this morning. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every
No
Saturday.
exciting poop slide, but we did talk to the talkie people a little more today, and then we went outside across to the little field across the parking lot, and we learned that that's where people are trying to get their dogs to
pee before they go home.
Before they get back
Which
in
is
the car.
weird. I mean, I wonder how old their puppies are because one, like 3 months.
Yep.
I don't even know how old Sadie is, which is their dog. But like, Sal doesn't need to pee like every time she stops. It's not like every time she wants to go find Jude or something. But she doesn't need to. So it's like, I just thought it was like puppy socialization extra time on a leash.
Right. Like they're doing their, because that puppy play group goes from 9 to 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, when we were leaving last week and everybody's over in the field,
Yeah, I
we're
was
thinking
like, what is happening? Are they
oh,
playing
people
some
just
more?
they kick us out at 9:30, so the rest of the people just hang out in this field together. But no, they're all just doing their own thing, like trying to get their dogs to pee. But we got a Salamando Deenies,
Salamendi.
and she just holds her blatty.
Mm-hmm.
She's a baddie with the blatty.
That same dog, that 3-month-old, that's so funny. So what is it? A Burmese mountain dog?
Chuncha. Bernese.
Burmese.
With an N. Nancy.
Burmese. Oh, yeah,
Burmese.
Burmese python, Burmese.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, that's right,
Bernese.
because you were talking about that last time. Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Burmese. But it's huge. Like,
It's
there's
huge.
another one.
Chonchito.
It's the same size as another one there that's
The
like a
sweatsuit.
month or two older than it, but it's 3 months. I asked the owner today.
Yeah.
She's like, mine's the only one that ever pees or whatever on the floor. Or I can't remember what she said. But anyways, I asked her, 3 months. It's a tank. That thing
Yeah.
is huge. And that's the only one
Sweatsuit.
that ever it peed. When I took Sal by myself, peed on the floor.
Pooped last
Pooped
week.
last time and like peed
Peed
again.
this week.
Like not very well potty trained in my opinion. Like I feel like that's a dog
Also,
that
brand new dog, too.
3
I
it must be a little older than 3, like 3.5 months maybe is my guess. I don't know.
But maybe the guy who owns the little, German Shepherd mix who was talking to me outside was
Sadie.
saying that Chonchito started coming there at, 10 weeks or something.
Then maybe it's their puppy, maybe it's their dog or
Could
something.
be, yeah.
Like they bred it
they're
or
not,
something.
I think we got really, really fortunate by the family that Sal. That might be the money that Sal costs mostly is the family that took care of her before we got her because she was pretty well
Oh yeah, she was so chill,
adjusted
so nice. Yeah.
when we picked her up at
But that
3
lady
months.
had 7 kids or something. It's
Yeah,
insane.
they were
insane.
socializing the crap out of her. She peed outside. We've hardly
She has never
dealt with-
pooped inside.
No,
I think
I've
maybe
never
one
saw
time, but Nick
if
mentioned that he let her out and then she peed on the floor or something, but he didn't take her out right away, so like of
yeah.
course.
I mean, and she peed on the cowhide in there a couple of times
It was
early
like the puppy
on.
mats though, so in her
Yeah,
mind it was like, but
yeah.
she hasn't done that. She's
Mm-mm.
like Jude would pee and poop all over the place. Even like as Jude got older, she would go poop on the floor in the living room in the same spot. I'm like, Jude, stop doing that. Why are you doing that?
Yeah,
And like Sal, like literally like no accidents. But it's also
yeah,
a little different in a sense. Like if she's crying by the door, we take her out. It's easy. Open the door, let her out.
yeah.
Whereas like with
True,
Jude, it was like you gotta go down the stairs, strap her in, all
true.
that.
But she's learned and probably learned from Jude to cry by the door means go out. And I see too that she'll sit or lay by the water bowl.
Yeah, and cry like give me
N-
water when you
and
want
not
water.
even cry, but like
Just stay there.
just be there. And that's what Jude does. She'll just sit by it and stare at you.
She's
And you're
very
like,
smart.
oh, okay.
She's doing all right too with like the socialization and seeing dogs and walking. She definitely barks a little bit. I think like, and this was kind of nice. Like when we were doing the PetSmart training,
Yeah.
the trainer Alicia, she was saying like that's normal for her to bark at this age.
Right.
That's fine. And I think the
It's
more we just
comforting.
keep doing this stuff, like it's gonna be better. But
Oh,
her
yeah.
behavior is different than Jude in the sense that like she's
She's
more
timid.
timid. She's timid.
Very timid.
I mean, even with Jude, I didn't like. I literally did not put her in classes. I didn't take her to like. I took her to dog parks, but like later,
Mm-hmm.
because I just didn't know. Like, I mean, my mom, we didn't bring Ranger to dog parks. I was like, whatever.
Right.
And yeah, she didn't do anything, and that's why she is the way she is. But she still does okay. And then Sal, like, just. Bleh. But one of the things that I was thinking the other day, I think I mentioned this, is like, even if for some reason she does end up like Jude barking at dogs, whatever, the biggest thing to me is like the coming and going through the front door.
Yeah.
Like, as long as she's not doing that, like, ultimately, as she gets older, she's going to be walking with Jude always.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just walking her individually to train her and work on things. But if they're together, like, I'm going to stay away from dogs anyways. Even the
Right.
trainers, all the trainers I've talked to have been like, we don't even walk near dogs
Yeah.
anyways. We avoid it. So,
They're like, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, just don't do it because
yeah.
you don't need to.
Right. So if she's okay with people coming and going, like that's all I could ask
Yeah.
for, honestly. Like a happy, she loves people. So
Mhm.
that's great.
And she's fine with dogs too. I mean, she's timid, but like
She just
felt
wants to
like-
play.
Yeah,
She just like
she just needs to feel herself, like feel the room, and then she gets into it.
yeah.
Like, oh, this morning I was walking the chunk, and I saw somebody walking like down the pathway along the shit river towards us, but far away.
Yeah.
And we were coming from the park toward, like, past the basketball court toward that first bridge.
Yeah.
And it was an old lady. And she was coming across the bridge as, like, Sal and I were coming around the bridge. And I saw the lady from, a year and a half away.
Jude and you?
But,
You and Jude? Sorry.
did I say Sal?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I meant Jude. But Jude didn't see her
Do you
at
want me to
all.
let Jude out? Is the door closed?
I think so. Yeah, it's closed because Sal was prying at it. So I didn't see her at all. But, well, I saw her. Jude didn't see her at all. Sorry. So when we turned the corner to get onto the bridge, I was not sure how Jude would react. I mean, I'm never really worried about her with people, but
Yeah.
it was a surprise. Like, I know that she's fine with people, but she also turned the corner and there was going to be a person right there. So I wasn't sure, but I was putting all my money on she's not going to freak out because it's just an old lady. But the old lady was like pinning herself up against like the handrail,
yes.
like so afraid. And I was like, oh,
Was she like short, little old lady? Like in a jacket?
I mean,
You don't remember?
I
There
don't know
was.
if she was wearing a jacket.
What
She's
time
got
did you
white
take her?
hair, morning,
Morning. Like what time though?
Latina,
Like what time though? Do you remember?
6:30.
6:30ish? Okay. Because
Ochenta.
like on the same bridge area, we have come up that way before with Sal and Jude, and there is a little old lady. I usually have my glass on, but it's kind of dark, so I don't like stare or look or anything. And a couple of times there's been a lady in that general area. She'll walk on the other side, like follow the dirt path on the other side where it hooks up to that bigger bridge road thing. And just the other day, there was a little small lady too. I think it's the same one where she waited on that bridge to see where we were going. I think she's just scared of dogs.
She must be. She must be. Because she was, like, holding on. And then Jude, like, diverted her own attention to look at something else.
Yeah.
And I waved at her. I mean, we're, like, 3 feet apart. But I was like, hey. She's like, hey. And then she kept going. But
When Jude was younger, I took her hiking up by like not Netherland, the springs. What is that?
El Dorado.
Yaldoro Springs, on that trail over there. I used to
Yes.
love taking range up there. It was so much fun.
We
But
got
like
some good pictures of.
yeah,
So.
the other side, like closer down. And you meant Jude, but we took her over there. I took her over there once, and we were on the trail. She was like a puppy at this point, and this lady was like screaming, like
Oh, I
freaking
remember
out.
you telling
And
me
she was
about
like off
that.
the trail. I was like, she's a puppy. She's fine, whatever. And the lady's like, no, no, no. I think the other lady mentioned her like getting bit by a dog or something, and she was just like freaking out. So like some people are just scared, and that's fine.
It's
Whatever.
so funny too, because it's like, don't you know that doing that shit
Is
is
gonna
what's gonna make her
escalate
wanna
it,
bite your
yeah.
ass? Like, you stoopy, doofy McToofies.
Yeah, they can sense it though, and like that was earlier. You're waiting for your friend to come over.
Yep.
She was sitting by the door, like she like knew
It was
it.
weird. Yeah, she doesn't
picks up on
normally
that.
just sit over there by the gate, but like
She
nothing
knew.
was happening, and she was just chilling. Like, somebody's coming over. It's about to pop off.
That was like the time I took Sal to whatever, like on our way to like puppy class or something. I was like, please don't bark.
Yeah,
Be very
right.
good, and like
Yeah,
just
right.
giving her a pep talk.
Please. Today's not
They
the
can sense
day.
it. They can sense it for sure.
Yeah,
So I try to be calm. Try to be calm.
it's a good move.
In the morning, if anything, they should be scared of me. Sometimes I'm grumpy when I wake up and they're pulling and I'm yanking on them. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah. But they still party. They're still
Yeah,
having a good
they're
time, and
good.
they still love the crap out of you.
Sal watches Jude. Sal will watch what Jude does. And like if Jude barks, then she gets a little upset. Jude doesn't bark, she's chill. She's like, whatever, Jude's not doing it. But yeah, she does love me a lot.
She's got a good personal puppy to learn from as like a role model.
Yeah.
In Jude. And it's funny because she'll like bite the shit out of Jude all the time. Her tail, her legs, her face, her ears.
She doesn't
And
do
then
that to
we're in
other
this puppy
dogs.
play date, and
It's
she'll
nice.
just like hap hap and like try to chase them and get chased and like stop and check in with us and be like, ooh, and run away with her tail between her legs. But
That's the
when she's-
cutest.
Yeah.
When we're standing there and like she's playing with the dogs, I won't even like I'll lose track of her. I'm looking at my phone or something, and she comes up behind me, and her little cold nose on the back of my shin. She's just like, "Hey," and then she'll just like go back out. She like
Yeah.
totally is checking in, like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm right here. Here we go."
Well, it was funny too earlier. I think you were looking at your phone, but when she was like jumping on the gate into
Oh,
like the
yeah.
little,
Let
the
me
timid
in,
puppy
let me
area.
play.
Well, I think she was trying to find us. Like,
Yeah, she was.
She was like running around. She would look at the couple that I was talking about
Yeah,
earlier, and then like the other lady over there, and then she ran back and she was like jumping, looking around. I was like, I think she's trying to find us.
Yeah, because that was right when we came in, pretty much. Like, and
Yeah.
we scooted over where there was space to stand, and she was going around that lady over there and that couple, and
Yep.
she was like, "Right, let me say over here." And then she's like, "Okay, we're good."
Yeah.
But even
and
at the
she kept
dog
checking
park,
in.
she's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's a German Shepherd, which, that's normal. They're very protective and they want to be around. And I think it was the lady this morning when we walked out, when we were like, what are they? They're all hanging out? No, they're just peeing. But there was a lady, the one that likes to wrestle, the little short-haired brown one, all brown. Like
Yes.
little. I was talking to her.
The humpy one?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was just like laying on the ground again, all flat. And it was so chill afterwards.
Right.
And I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, she's so timid. I don't know why. And she's like, oh, that's weird. Usually German Shepherds, like, they're very dominant, like, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they want to, play. I was like, that is true. But, like, it is funny how timid she is. I'm not mad about it.
It's better that way.
We just have
I
to
mean,
make
she
sure
fits
she
in.
doesn't fear. As long as she's just,
Right.
like, wants to be around us and isn't, like, scared,
Right.
like, that's fine. Because
Well, and
Jude's
we've
fear.
done so much better. And, yeah, we also, like, our version of training, Jude was probably more like, stop. Like, yell.
Hers
yell.
was sit and, like,
We
stay,
didn't know,
stay.
though.
Yeah.
But, like, we know.
Yeah.
this time. And
Yeah.
it seems like it's working really well. I would say that Sal's a very, very, very well-behaved pup.
Yeah.
Because we went out after that. She just pretty much crashed in the car, but
Drinking coffee. She knows. She's such a brat. She like knows all the food, all
oh
the
my
treats.
God, I got this like pumpkin cream cold
The foam
brew.
though. She knows the foam.
Yeah, pumpkin foam, foam cold
Nitro,
brew. Yeah, and she was like staring at it. She wouldn't let up on it. I couldn't believe it.
But
Little addict.
I've taken her to get coffee before, and like
That's
I
it, I
get those
mean.
foamy ones, and she'll like lick the top until we get
Yeah,
home.
see, and yeah, that's you. That's not me. But she's like, that's.
She came up
Sounds
to
like
my
that's
coffee.
me.
Yeah, she came up to my coffee
Yeah.
and like was like, "Oh, it's all coffee on the top." And then she went to you. She's like, "Oh, yours is the bigger hole. I can lick it."
Yep.
It's the foam.
It's the foam. That's what I want. It's that shug.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy.
She's
But
a
we
good
love her.
girl. Yeah, I'm excited to see her grow. I like that she's small, but
Yeah.
even my mom was commenting the other day about her knees, like in the front, like they're so knobby. She's like, that must hurt. We should give her little massages on her legs.
Must hurt. She's
Yeah,
not-
because she's growing. Like,
But
think
look
about
at
it. When I
her.
was
She
in
ever
high
crying?
school,
Look
my
at
legs
the
would
baby.
hurt all the time.
Yeah, but look at that baby.
I know
Is she
she's
hurting?
sleeping now. No.
She's happy boop happy.
Yeah.
And
She's a
she's
good girl.
quappy.
Quappy. She already pooped.
Yeah, but she's cute.
She's cute.
I think I'm gonna have one of these.
That's a good idea. I like that. I'm gonna have to pee soon. I feel it in my soul.
Do you want to
My
keep
bladder.
podcasting while we do this, or do you want to just do
That's up to you.
this? What do you think, my love?
Are you willing to keep like talking? If we were to turn this off, like I feel like when we podcast, we talk a lot about the week and things, and it's fun. But it's also like slight pressure in a sense that like we're talking. Like, are you tired? Where if we turn this off, you'd be like, bleh, you know, like
I don't think so, but also I don't mind that it's on.
I don't mind either. I really don't mind.
So we'll just leave it on then. Do you want one of these?
Sure, I'll smoke another one. Why not? I kind of do want to use the bathroom real
Go
quick,
for
just so
it,
that
B.
way, get it out of the way.
Go for it.
Do
I'll
you need
either
anything from
cut
inside?
this or I won't.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of water while I'm in there, just in case.
I thought I brought mine out, but I guess I didn't. If you could just grab that, that'd be great.
Water?
I think it's on the counter. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be quick.
Thanks, B.
Talk about,
What did we do? Let's talk about boo boo bee. Let's talk about ding dong ding. Let's talk about. Yeah. Kirsten suggested that I talk about how work is going better, and that's a good idea because work is going better, and particularly this past week. And, part of me is reluctant to get too excited because it's been 1 week, but also another part of me feels like for the last I've been doing this job for since April. It's October, so 6 months now. And usually 6 months is like a good indicator of how you're going to end up doing at the job. I feel like I'm doing okay. And I also understand that I'm pretty hard on myself generally in a critique like setting, but I will say that I feel like I'm doing okay. With that said, that's enough for me to want to keep pushing and doing better. But also it's taken me this long to get to a point where I feel like I'm actually getting caught up, not fully caught up, but way more caught up on my to-do list. Because I have so many things that I have to do with my job on any given day. And there are so many things that come up that are really important. And there are a lot of things that come up that are perceived as really important. And I have to understand how to balance that and prioritize that and know what's important versus what's not as important and how to go about navigating my day. So I'm sure I've talked about it before. When I started there, I had this dope assistant so good. I mean, so good to the point where he's actually doing the job that I'm doing at a different building. And so I was by myself doing the job for a while. Now I have a new assistant, and she's been with me for like the last month or month and a half, and she's getting way more comfortable at her job and just doing the stuff that she needs to do without prompting. I mean, she's been doing it all along, but she's just getting better and better at it. And the better she gets at it, the less I have to stress about what's on her to-do list. And so it just feels good because I'm getting at this point where it feels like I'm able to get stuff done, feel like I've gotten the most important stuff done in an effective way to where I can leave, thanks be, on time. Like actually on time as to like what my scheduled hours should be. So feels good. Hey Chubs. Hey
Talk about
Bubble
work.
Dubs.
Nice.
Yeah. I just kind of wrapped that up, but it feels good. This last week in particular was nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's early. What time is it? Nice.
It is. I'm actually wondering if maybe we should turn this off and then we can listen to some music.
That would be fun. I like doing that.
Okay. All right. I think that's good. We had some podcasts earlier. You guys got some nighttime, way more nighttime probably than daytime. But thanks for tuning in. 108. We appreciate you. It's almost Halloween, and that means that in a couple of weeks you'll see us in skeleton suits.
Is that what we want to do for Halloween costume again? I like it. Just
Yeah.
keep the same thing every year.
I mean, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cha. We see you later. Bye.